How's it going, people? It's kind of drooped down on me, and there she goes again. I'm gonna have to do like I did in the Escalade, put something up under you. Roll this up for a little bit. Kind of wanted to address something. As you saw by my last video, I finally got one of the guns that I've been wanting for a long time. And that's the Desert Eagle 50 cal. And it also has the 44 Magnum and the 357. Now, I'm planning on, well, that was like unobtainium for a while because of the fact that kit was $6,500. That was the most recent price that I'd found on it. And then my gun shop gets in the whole kit in a box, which they didn't used to come in a case for $2,500. And I'm like, sold. They still haven't gotten another one in as far as I know. But there was another one that I kind of had my eye on for a while. That was the FN57. That was like $1,900, around $2,000. And couldn't really see spending that kind of money on that particular gun. So what I wound up doing instead was getting find out about the Ruger 5.7 that come in at more than half the cost of the FN. FN is foreign, Ruger is American. You don't have all the duty fees and everything else for that, so you're you're good to go as far as the cost. Now, when the Ruger FN came out, it was $650. That was its whole deal. It's a good gun too, but it was only $650 instead of almost $2,000. I wanted to wait until it had been a little while and see what the price dropped down to. Then COVID hit, and the prices weren't dropping. Somehow, I've managed, well, I'll tell you somehow. I'll tell you exactly how. My daughter's boyfriend, my middle daughter, messaged me last Thursday or Friday. That may have been Saturday. Messaged me and tells me he just bought one for $580 using a coupon code online, but you can only get it for that online. I asked him where he got it. He told me, but I went looking to see if I could find it any cheaper. I spent the whole afternoon trying to find it any cheaper. Didn't happen. So I went back, asked him what his coupon code was, and I ordered me one, $580. Now, because it was an out-of-state website or company, when I do my background check, I have to pay, I think, $25, which here in town it's $15. plus the background check is another 10. So I'm still looking at another $35 before I can even bring the gun home after I do my background check. That $25 is their transfer fee. I could have used the one in town here for $15, but they don't, you never know when they're open. They don't open Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Only open Tuesdays and Thursdays. And you can go up there on Tuesday and Thursday and sit there and never see that place open. You can call them, and I believe it rings to the lady's cell phone, and she might meet you there. So that wasn't a very good option as far as them being there when I need them to be. So I'm not using them at all. I cannot handle this. Well, that's not going to work either. Dang it, it's too thick. I don't have anything else to stick up over there. That's aggravating. Oh, duh. I did have a little bit of tilt left on that one. I didn't think I did. Anyway, yeah, I went back to using my camcorder because DJI has seriously lost their dang mind. I got the Osmo Pocket 2 and the Osmo Action at the same time. I used the Osmo Action one time to take pictures of my property, and I got a few short clips which I'll put in here from mine and my son's adventure on Sunday. I also had some pictures of the fish that I caught, which people that are on Facebook again have already seen these. They haven't seen the clips, but they saw the fish. I'll put them right here. And for some stupid reason, that thing would not stay on. We finally got out to his little secret fishing hole, and I turned it on again, which I was able to turn it on by pulling it out of the case, ejecting the battery, putting the battery back in, turning it on again, and hit record. It would record for a minute or two, and then it would shut off. It's never actually recorded any video longer than a minute or two. And I had it set at 2K so that it would be good and clear, but still small enough that it didn't take a whole hard drive to edit the thing. Well, that wasn't good enough, evidently. By the time we got to his little fishing hole, I had recorded like 3 little short clips, and it said 2% battery life. I wasn't taking pictures with it. I hadn't shot any other video other than them 3 short clips, and it was a full battery when I left the house. I was so disappointed. I took my DSLR out too, but genius me pulled the 64 gig memory card out of it to use in this thing a long time ago. Forgot I'd done it. Had the DSLR out there on the lake with no memory card. 2 fully charged batteries, no memory card. Not much good that way. I called myself being prepared by taking 3 different cameras out there. third one was my cell phone. I was not gonna risk taking pictures or taking video with it because it was kind of low too. I had to use GPS to get up there where he was at, and by the time I got there, it took over an hour to drive there, and by the time I got there, it was just dead, down to like 32% or something, and I didn't want it to completely die because sometimes it doesn't come right back on. I'm just in a electronics hell right now. For some stupid reason, nothing wants to work. And the bad thing is I'm not doing anything any different than I normally would do to charge these batteries back up. Charge them up on the computer and let it just, because even though it takes twice as long. Now my cell phone, I've got a fast charger for it, but I've been told you don't want to charge camera batteries on a fast charger. I don't know if it's actually a bad thing or not, but I'm not risking it because I got too much money tied up in all these things. But I charged the Osmo Action on the computer and my little Osmo Pocket 2 I charge on the computer because I don't want to kill the battery because that doesn't have a battery you can take out of it. It's built in. So I'm not taking any chances with that. I got in such a doggone hurry, I forgot the doggone. I was going to bring my daughter one of the Fire Sticks that I've got. While I'm down here, I'll be near her work. Taking her inheritance, which is her cut of my wife's 401k. 2 of the kids have gotten it, and 3 are left needing it. Since I'm down here, I'll go ahead and take her hers. But that's pretty much it. Now I'll give you a little shot of the Ruger once I get it and get it in the truck. Oh, and I did get change out my concealed carry permit. It no longer has to be renewed. I've got the lifetime permit now. Of course, it may not have been worth the extra expense because I'm going to be, I don't know how much longer I've got to be here. Just stick it out as long as I can, trying to live and eat healthy and right by people and hope that's good enough, but who knows. Anyway, I'll cut this back on and show you the Ruger once I get it, before I head down to my daughter's job to give her her money. I'll see you in a few. Well, I managed to get it. But there's one little problem. They were all out of ammo. Having a gun with no ammo is like having a toolbox with no tools in it. About useless. Anyway, there it is. Super light, full frame, No, that's not right. Please tell me that's not right. Dang! This sucker holds 28 rounds in each magazine. Yeah, 2 magazines with it. $580. If I can remember the code or find it again, I'll put the site up. I think the sale's good till the weekend, if I remember right. It's an online sale. That thing's light enough, it may end up being my new everyday carry, depending on how much the ammunition is and how hard it is to find. They had everything in that store that I carry except this ammunition. They said they had 4 boxes of it this morning and they're all gone. So was the 5.7 that they had on their shelf. So it's a newer caliber, so I'm assuming it's just a popular round. And it came in this neat little carry case. Cheap plastic piece of junk that is. Turn it over so nobody can peek in the window and just see what it is right off. I don't want anybody breaking my glass because I've got something in here they might want. Of course, I got all kinds of toolboxes in here. And I messaged my daughter. Evidently, she does have to work tonight. Because, more than likely, the reason she didn't respond is she's asleep. So that she'll be able to work all night and not be groggy and irritated. That kind of goes without saying. I don't get it. They're tearing down all these old southern houses on the strip here in Gallatin. And building apartments. And the apartments are filling up just as fast as the houses are selling. I don't understand that. Usually apartments are way slower. These are all filling up just as fast as they can. I guess everybody's moving to the Nashville area again. Everybody wants to move here and be a star. Like old Taylor Not So Swift and move here and get mommy and daddy to get them into the radio station to play a song or two, and then their career takes off. My ears bother me. She works. I didn't even know that was being put in. She's been working there over a year. Wow, OGB. Okay, and this right here to my left used to be a drive-in theater at one point. And then they, for like 15 of the 20 years that I've lived here, well, 22, it's been a nursery, and it looks like they're tearing the nursery out to put in another set of apartments. Messed up thing is people don't need apartments, people need houses. Sinuses are going nuts. My ears are popping. Plug it up. Corona. Section of Gallatin Road that is called Johnny Cash Parkway. I think they finally moved his old depot, the museum. I don't know what they did with it, but it used to be back there on the right next to an old log cabin. Log cabin's still there, the depot's gone. An old train depot. So what I'm doing right now is coming up here into Hendersonville to see if I can find a open gun shop that's got the 5.7. I'm hoping they do, because while I'm not going to shoot it tonight, I do want to shoot it soon. I just got 250 rounds of the 50 cal target rounds, ball rounds, so I'm not wasting any more of my hollow points. They finally got another 50 cal in at the shop there. Turns out when I snatched mine up, that was actually supposed to be a range gun. Oops. I'm not mad at them. The only way I know that is they said that, of course, I've had that for over a month now, and they said that they had just got another one in, and there was somebody that rented it to go back there and shoot it, and they were the only ones in the range at the time, and it shook the building. I thought that was funny. My neighbor was not exaggerating at all when he had the reaction he did to that 50 cal going off. I mean, you gotta give it some credence for the fact that that's how big the shells are. Bigger out than my daggone thumb. Almost as long. Oh, we're down here by the Huckabee Studios. Yep, Huckabee right there. Any of y'all watch TBN? I think about, right about now, Huckabee is coming on. I just passed in front of the studio. I'm gonna have to take a show in there one night. I'd like to meet the old fella. He's good people, but a little weak on the politics. And I understand he's trying to be fair to everybody, trying to play devil's advocate for the people that he talks to and everything. But it makes him come across weak when he's actually talking on the show. When he's talking to people, I understand as a show host, you have to stay relatable and kind of neutral. That's the only way people stay interested in it. But you don't have to be, I'm not coming up with the right word here. Have to take their side to be relatable. All you have to do is understand their point and be able to kind of support some of the things they're saying, even if you don't agree with it. And he's had people on his show that he absolutely does not agree with. You can tell it. But he borders on supporting their idea rather than standing his ground with his objective point of view and having just a back and forth conversation. Not sure why. Maybe he feels that's taking the higher ground somehow. I don't know. But there's too many people right now that are taking the higher ground or attempting to take the higher ground that just fail miserably at defending their point or defending their position. I don't know. I know one thing though. If I had that DJI right now, the Osmo Pocket 2, you would not be able to see me right now. That's the biggest reason that I've switched back to this Sony CX220 camcorder. Yeah, I've been meaning to shoot video for a couple of weeks. I kind of fell behind on another week. There will be one this week. That's what you're watching now. But aside from that, the problem isn't just me being lazy. I'm having an issue with my software, and I'm probably going to have to find another software and learn how to use it, which is going to delay things quite a bit. Anyway, I got the gun. I showed it to you. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not allowed to say that. I got the weapon. I've shown it to you. Now I'm trying to find something to fire out of it. Some projectiles, if you will. And I'm having to drive quite a bit to the next supply store. I think it's stupid that people have to code their language to keep people from, or to keep their videos from being demonetized, or to keep them from being flagged or age restricted. There's preteen people that actually shoot competitively. Matter of fact, if I can find the video, I will share the link in my description below. speaking of sharing in the description and everything, 76% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed. I am uploading still, though not as frequently as I probably should. But a lot of that's because I'm actually working now too, and I don't really have a whole lot of time to, between life and work, there's not a whole lot of time left right now to edit, render, and upload videos. And I'm not looking for any pity for that. It just is what it is. But if you would, and you'd like to see a little bit more of this, maybe see a little more of... Oh, I did gain a subscriber today. I was in the Sumner gun and supply store, and the gentleman in there was talking about we were talking about his gun that he was, the weapon he was buying, which happened to be the same one that I usually carry, the Taurus Millennium. Mine's the G2. His is the G2C, I think I said. So they're still selling it. Here's the Starbucks I worked on. There's no... there was an issue with them, supposedly. The G2C is the corrected version. I've got the Millennium G2, and there's never been an issue with it. I don't remember exactly what the issue is, but it's a physical issue, and not all of them had it, and I think mine is one of the ones that just didn't. So, due to that fact, let's see, another computer shop, yay, just what this place needs. I think it's funny, everybody hangs out their shingles. Of course, the guy that I go to in Gallatin for the up-to-date laptops that I get, he does a bang-up business. Of course, he don't just do laptops and desktops, he does cell phones also. And remarkably, he actually has more business overseas than he does here locally. He told me most of the ones that he's got here locally, the people that walk in to buy stuff, he can't keep the stuff on the shelf. So he'll buy everything in bulk, and no sooner than he does, a couple days goes by and he's having to try and round up some more because the stuff just flies off the shelves. I was like, "You're not complaining, are you?" "Oh, no. I said, "They're good, because that's a good problem to have." What is it with people and their loud mufflers? I still don't get that. I don't know if this store on the corner here is open or not. I'm thinking probably not. But is this even it? Yeah. Guns and Leather Pro Shop. That's where I need to go. Hopefully they're still open. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I'm kind of thinking maybe not, but I'm going to try anyway. Worst they can be is not, and I'll have to come back another time. Yeah, no, they're closed. 6 p.m. That's what I thought. Alright, so what I'm gonna do instead, I didn't really dress to be out shopping either. What I'm gonna do instead is go down here just a little further. Like 3 or 4 pawn shops down here that probably have standard ammo. They don't have this. Every time I've been in the, I don't know. Okay, there used to be pawn shops right here. They're empty buildings now. Good Guy Vapes. Oh, there's the other pawn shop. 2 pawn shops that are missing. A lot of small businesses are just gone. People couldn't afford to keep the doors open and the rent paid. Oh yeah, I'll have to show you my dash cam when I get home too. I didn't do a review on it because I'm kind of put off by it. I tried to pull the memory card out and put it in the computer in the house and read the files, and it won't read the files. Went through the instruction manual for it, and basically it looks like all you do is just pull the card out, stick it in your computer, and read the files right off of the card. It's a 256 megabyte card in there, so, and it's been recording for 2 months now. Still hasn't overwritten a file. That tells y'all the more I drive. Of course, for like a week straight, I was in the truck for hours, driving from Ville to Chattanooga, or Chattanooga area, and then back to my mom's house in Knoxville. That's 1 week I missed. Gave y'all bonus videos that week though, so y'all wouldn't be mad at me. Nobody's expressed being mad at me because I don't upload enough for them to actually be invested, I don't guess. Dang it. I'd like for people to be emotionally invested, but get somebody that is, and all because of me being disheartened with YouTube altogether, it doesn't last. They get bored, fed up, just unsubscribe. And I'm sorry to those people, but the ones of you that actually stay and do watch these videos, I do appreciate. I really do. Once I get some ammo for this thing, I should be good to go. I can stop spending. I needed to have stopped spending a long time ago, though. Gonna go into Academy Sports here in Rivergate and see if they've got any 5.7. I really, really hope they do, because if they don't, I'm just going home. I'll try to track some down online or something.